Hello everyone, Daisy here with the 5th day of the 12 Days of Sparkle and Shine that I'm doing with Christy here on YouTube. And today is foil, which I have been using a ton lately, so really any of my layouts could have counted for this one. But I decided to do this Christmas tree themed one. And I'm using this Bella Boulevard paper in the background, and it has gold foiled stars on the tops of all the trees. And so what I decided to do was I took some green foil paper that I have from the cardstock warehouse, and I just freehand drew a Christmas tree, cut it out, traced around it, and then I did some hand stitching on my layout using some white thread just to kind of define the Christmas tree a little bit better. It's hard to see here in the video, but it does really help make the tree kind of stand out from the background because that background is so busy. The photo I'm using is of my kids on Christmas morning. It was 4 a.m. because my oldest daughter decided she wanted to get us up at 4 a.m. Yeah, and they were all so great and sat and posed for pictures because they know it's important to me to have pictures to scrapbook. So they were patient and let me take some pictures before they started ripping into all of their presents. So now I'm playing with some pieces that I pulled out, and these are from a couple of different Bella Boulevard. I don't know why that's causing me problems, but different Bella Boulevard collections and a couple of things from October Afternoon that doesn't actually end up on the layout. And I'm just going to put a couple of these tabs on the side here, and that's just to help kind of pull some color over. I found that this was a little bit difficult for me to embellish because, like I said, the background's so busy. I did the stitching, I've got the foil. I didn't really want to put anything on the foil, and so I just put a few tabs over here on the left-hand side of the picture. I put that gold star, which is some more foil paper from Cardstock Warehouse. If you guys have not checked that out, I'm not even kidding. You will not regret it. It is amazing product. It cuts beautifully on the silhouette, and it is mirror paper is exactly what it is, which you'll see at my photos at the end because it was really hard to photograph without having a picture of my camera in there, but what you gonna do? There's not really any other option for me at that time. So see, you just see me struggling here trying to figure out. And so I decided I wanted to put a title, and I wanted it to go down the opposite side of the picture, or of the tree from the picture, and it's going to be Merry Christmas 2018 4 a.m. And I'm using these navy blue tiny thickers, and I love these. I have these 2 packs, and I'm running out of letters on some of the letters, and it's a little upsetting because I really love them. And yeah, so I'm trying to decide what else I want to do. And I'm going to do some journaling on this page, which is unusual for me, but I'm going to cut some journaling strips just out of some white cardstock and just write directly on the strips. That way I find that I can get them a little bit straighter and fit my journaling onto my strips instead of trying to cut around my journaling, you know, in straight lines. So that's a little tip if you like to do this kind of journaling. If you're not going to use like a computer, I find that when I try to cut them apart, they always go all wonky. So it's just easier for me this way because then you know where you have to write. So here's where I decided to add the 4 a.m. because I felt like I needed it to go all the way down that tree. And then I also decided, because I wanted something to fill in the tree on the side of the picture, so I am going to add some more of that green foil paper to the top and to the bottom just to kind of define the tree. I did do the stitching on that side as well, so the full tree is stitched and then there's a line down the middle. And so I'm just going to fill in the stem of the tree, or the trunk of the tree, not stem, and the very kind of top point. And I'm still trying to decide what else I want to do. I was thinking about adding some sequins, but I thought that that would be too much. I am going to add this little navy blue tab just to kind of pull the navy across the other side. And then I'm just going to add the foil paper, and I think that's it. And I am so happy with the way this turned out. It was a struggle coming up with something for this day. I find it to be a struggle when I try to create something that I use all the time. So like my sequin layout for this series was surprisingly hard for me, but I use sequins all the time. But then when I went to like specifically use sequins for something, I don't know why, like I just couldn't come up with anything. My brain just shut down. So then I use this foil paper all the time and I couldn't think of anything. And then this just kind of dawned on me. So yeah, if you haven't already, head on over to Christy's channel and check out her gorgeous Traveler's Notebook layout. I love it, and give her some love. And don't forget, we are having a giveaway. I know I haven't mentioned it before, but we are having a giveaway, and you have to comment on every video, and you have to follow both Christy and I. And I will have more information next video on what the giveaway is going to be. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!